everyone, welcome to Yoga with Sinclair, and this is the beginner's yoga workout. To start, go ahead and get in child's pose. Stretch your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead down on the mat. And slowly just begin to deepen your breath, nice and easy, in through your nose and out through your nose. Nice cleansing inhales and exhales. And just go ahead and make a commitment to yourself for the next 30 minutes or so to let go of whatever stress and problems you're dealing with. Just focus on your body. Focus on right here, right now. See if you can relax your body even more, releasing any gripping, allowing your chest to totally surrender down to the mat, your hips to surrender down to your heels. And nice and slowly go ahead and walk your hands all the way out over to the left. Turn your nose underneath your right armpit. Really stretch through those right fingertips, stretching underneath your armpit and even into your side body a little bit. Big inhale, and on your exhale, very slowly walk your hands all the way up and over to the right. This time looking your nose underneath your left armpit and stretching through your left fingers. Again, breathing really deeply and relaxing your body as much as you can. Take a nice big inhale, and on your exhale, very slowly walk your hands back out to center. Stretch forward a little bit more, reach those fingertips, extend your spine as much as you can, and breathe deep into your belly, deep into your low back. Very slowly go ahead and make your way all the way up. We're going to come to hero pose on the top of our shins and on our knees. If this is uncomfortable, feel free to take a nice seated position. If your knees don't have the space, that's totally fine. Wherever you are, sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and loop your shoulders all the way up. Give them a nice big squeeze. Exhale, let them roll down your back. Inhale, let them roll up by your ears. Squeeze. Exhale, let them roll down your back. Big inhale, loop those shoulders up, and exhale, let them roll down your back once more. From here, inhale your left arm all the way up, wrap it around your head, and gently turn your head over to the left, opening up your chest and really stretching into that neck. Breathing nice and deeply. If you want, you can take your right hand and gently pull your shoulder down, stretching even more into your neck. Make sure you're not holding your breath here, you're relaxing, and very gently release. Same thing, other side, your right arm goes all the way up. Wrap around your head and gently pull your ear over to the right side. Breathing again deep into your neck. Trying to relax as much as possible and release any tension with your exhales. And again, if you did on the other side, go ahead and gently pull that shoulder down with your left hand. Still breathing nice and deep. And exhale, very gently come up. From here, coming to the top of our knees, go ahead and send your right leg out. Your left arm comes down to the mat, and your right arm stretches all the way up and over, getting a nice right side body stretch, all the way from your fingertips down to your toes. Breathing really deep, staying strong in that left arm. Very gently go ahead and come up on out of that. Same thing, other side, your left leg goes out. Left arm goes all the way up and over. Again, reaching from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Should feel pretty nice. And very gently go ahead and release, come up on out of that. Gently make your way to all fours. Your wrists stacked right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips for some cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, press the ground away, walking up your spine, really round it as much as you can, tucking your chin and your tailbone. Inhale, drop your belly, look up, tailbone up. Find as much length from your hip points to your chin. And exhale, getting as tall as you can, really puffing up through your upper back. Moving with your breath, inhale, drop your belly. If it feels okay, maybe taking some side stretches here, stretching out your neck, your back, and your shoulders a little bit. And again, just moving with your own breath. From here, go ahead and walk your hands forward, just one hand's distance. Tuck your tailbone so your tailbone is pointing straight up towards the sky. You're going to bend your elbows out to the side, curl them under so you find a lot of length in your neck. Straighten out your arms and gently lift your sit bones all the way up for downward facing dog. So you want to keep a lot of length in your armpits here, allowing your spine to really relax down towards the ground. And maybe pedal out your feet, opening up the backs of your legs just to get comfortable. Breathing really, really deeply. And when you feel comfortable, go ahead and just find some stillness here. Shake out your head maybe. And again, just let your head and your neck and your spine really relax all the way down. Press the ground away here. Make sure you're staying strong in all 10 of your fingertips. And nice and slowly, remembering we have nowhere to go and nothing to do, go ahead and walk your feet up to meet your hands and hang out in your forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you can, as much as you'd like. Maybe even rest your belly on your thighs for ragdoll pose. So right here, you really want to relax as much as you can. Maybe sway back and forth from side to side. I like to very, very gently nod my head yes and no, almost with no effort. You can really feel the weight of your head releasing from your upper back. And come back to some stillness here. Very gently release your hands, bend your knees, and roll yourself all the way up to standing. When you get to the top, loop your shoulders. Your palms face the front of the room, chest is open. Right here, take a second to feel your spine stacking in a nice straight line, head right over your heart, heart right over your pelvis. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up overhead, tailbone points down, and on your exhale with a nice straight back, go ahead and forward fold. And now we're going to go ahead and forward fold. Your next inhale, we're going to come up halfway. Your spine should be parallel to the ground, extending through the crown of your head and your tailbone at the same time. Exhale, release back down to the ground. Once again, we're inhaling up halfway for flat back. Try to open up your chest, pull those shoulders away from your ears, and exhale, folding right back down. One more time, inhaling up halfway, fire up those back muscles. Exhale, folding right back down. Go ahead and spread your fingers, plant your hands underneath your shoulders, and step it back to plank pose, top of your push-up. Stay nice and strong here. Press the ground away. And on this first chaturanga practice, we're going to go ahead and lower our knees down. It's super important when you lower your knees that your booty doesn't stick back at all. No. We want our body in a nice straight line here. So hug your elbows into your sides as you slowly lower your chest to the ground and your chin to the ground. Loop your shoulders up and back for baby cobra pose. Really pull those elbows back together. Exhale, lower back down. Again, inhale, your shoulders peel up off the ground, fire up those back muscles, feet pressing into the ground. Exhale, lower right back down. Last time, baby cobra, inhale all the way up, pull those elbows back, open up your chest. Exhale, release back down, press your hands right where they are, all the way back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here, taking a nice deep breath, and very slowly, once again, walking your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Take a nice big inhale, bend your knees, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Your arms will float out and overhead once you get to the top. Make sure your tailbone stays pointing down, your lower ribs stay hugging in, so we're not splaying out, arching your back at all. And maybe reach up through your fingertips. Exhale with a nice flat back. Go ahead and forward fold. Inhale up halfway, pull those shoulders back, fire up your back muscles. Exhale, folding right back down. Plant your hands and step it back to plank pose. So feel free to take the previous chaturanga practice, or if you'd like, go ahead and shift your weight forward. Hug those elbows in as you lower down halfway. Go ahead and flip your feet. Inhale up to your up dog. Your knees are up off the ground, shoulders pulling back away from your ears. Belly button into your spine. Core has nice integrity as you flip up and back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. And from here, once again, very slowly go ahead and walk those feet up to meet your hands. And guys, if at any point you need a break, feel free to take a nice rest in down dog or child's pose. Grab a sip of water, whatever you need. Inhale up, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up to your mountain pose. Your arms float out and overhead. Take a second to check in here. Exhale, sitting back to chair pose. Your weight should be back in your heels, tummy nice and tight. You should be able to see your toes in front of your knees. Breathing nice and deeply here. Stay calm. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring it up halfway. Exhale, release back down. Plant your hands and step it back to plank pose once again. Again, vinyasa of your choice. So maybe you're going to shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down halfway. Flip those feet and inhale up to your upward facing dog. Try to roll those shoulders back. Hug your belly button to your spine as you exhale, flip it up and back to your downward facing dog. A little bit different here. Anchor down that left heel. Inhale your right heel all the way up and back, From here, you're going to exhale, bring it all the way up into your nose, hug it in, and plant that foot in between your hands. Try to have your right knee above your right ankle. Inhale, loop those shoulders up and back for your high lunge. Hands to your hips to square your hips, so pull that right hip back, left hip forward. And inhale your arms all the way up. Breathing nice and deeply here. Try to hug your belly button in tight and point your tailbone down towards the ground. Again, your spine is in that nice straight line. Exhale, fold it all the way down, plant your hands and step it back to downward facing dog with that right heel up. Exhale, lower it down. Go ahead and pedal those feet out. Get ready for the other side. So this time anchoring down your right heel, inhale that left heel all the way up and back. On your exhale, go ahead and hug that left knee up into your nose, almost like you're in a cat back, squeezing your belly, and go ahead and plant that foot. Inhale all the way up to your high lunge. Again, see this time if you can pull your left hip back, press your right hip forward, and again, point that tailbone straight down. Inhale your arms all the way up. Your spine is in a nice straight line. Shoulders plugged into their sockets. Breathing nice and deeply. Nice big inhale. And on your exhale, go ahead and rain your hands down. Step it back to your three-legged dog, left heel up. Exhale all the way back down. Go ahead and pedal out your feet here. Slowly walk those feet up to meet your hands. Nice job. From here, go ahead and forward fold. Inhale up halfway, pull those shoulders back. Exhale, folding right back down. This time, sit it back to chair pose. Again, you should be able to see your toes in front of your knees. Breathing really deeply here. Remember, your body is so much stronger than your mind gives it credit. Inhale all the way up to mountain pose, arms float out and overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center, prayer. Go ahead and inhale your arms all the way up overhead. A little bit more difficult this time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway, flat back. Exhale, folding right back down. This time sitting it back to chair pose. Hands at heart center, breathing nice and deeply. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, go ahead and plant those hands, step it back to your plank pose, top of your push-up. Belly nice and tight. Exhale, shift your weight forward, hug those elbows in as you vinyasa down. Go ahead and flip your feet. Inhale up to your upward facing dog. Shoulders again pulling back away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Similar to what we did last time, but a little bit more difficult. Inhale your right heel all the way up and back. Exhale. This time you're going to bring your right knee to your right elbow. Staying strong here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale this time, right knee, left elbow across your body. Go ahead and smile. We're having fun here, right? Staying strong. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last one. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, three-legged dog. We're almost done here. And exhale, very slowly, with grace, with integrity. Go ahead and step that foot up in between your hands. Again, knee right over ankle. Inhale, loop those shoulders up and back, high lunge. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips, adjust your hips so that they're square to the top of your mat. Inhale those arms all the way up, overhead. Maybe roll out your wrists here if that feels okay. Make sure those fingers stay nice and bright. And from here, you're going to turn that back heel down, open up to warrior two. So those right toes, those front toes are opening out. Your inner thighs should be getting a nice little stretch here. And a good rule of thumb, your front heel should be in line with your back foot arch. So breathing nice and deeply here, looking out over that front right hand. Go ahead and straighten out those legs, heel toe your feet together just a tad. Your heels turning in, toes out for some goddess squats. Exhale, sink it down. Knees pointing out. Inhale all the way up, straighten your legs. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale all the way up, straighten out those legs, straighten out your arms. Exhale, sink it low. Open up those shoulders, hands at heart center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, sink it nice and low. Breathing really deep, really easy here. Inhale all the way up. This time I'm going to go ahead and turn your feet to the opposite side so your left toes are pointing out for your warrior two, facing the back of your mat. Left heel is in line with your right foot arch, and you're looking out over those left fingertips. Breathing really deep. Your core is still engaged. See if you can bring your attention back to the sound of your breath. And remember that with each exhale, we're letting go of all of our tension, all of our stress. Go ahead and this time turn your hips towards the back of your mat. So your right heel is going to pop up for your high lunge facing the back of your mat. So inhale those arms all the way up. Your left knee's in front. We're getting a nice hip crease stretch on the right side. Again, shoulders plugged into their sockets. Staying strong here. We're almost done. And exhale, go ahead and release it back down. From here, go ahead and step it back to your three-legged dog with your left heel up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, belly nice and tight. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, smile. Inhale, three-legged dog. Last one. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your nose. Really squeeze that belly. Press the ground away. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, release it back down. Go ahead and pedal out those feet nice and slowly. Maybe roll out your ankles. Drop it down to your knees and take a very well-deserved water break here. Maybe rest in child's pose if you need to. Doing awesome. The hardest part is over. So go ahead and bring your big toes in to touch your knees as wide as your mat. Walk those fingertips out and rest your forehead down for extended child's pose. And allow your body to fully surrender. If you'd like, go ahead and stack your fists so your forehead can rest on those. Or maybe just stacking your forearms so your forehead can rest on your forearms. Whatever's most comfortable. From here, go ahead and just bring some awareness onto your hips. See if you can release any gripping, any holding. Allow your body to get a little bit closer to your mat just by bringing some attention to it. And see if you can picture your breath rinsing through your body as giant waves. Each inhale, rinsing all the way down to the very tips of your toes. And each exhale, coming back up through your body and taking with it any tension, physical tension, mental tension, emotional tension, whatever it might be. Very slowly, go ahead and come back up to your all fours. Gently walk your knees forward. We're going to take a nice little glute stretch. So go ahead and keep your heels planted, cross your right your right ankle up over your left knee. Keep those right toes flexed, pulling back towards your face to protect your knee. And slowly walk your chest up towards your legs. Breathing really deeply, and again, trying to relax as much as you can. The more you're able to relax, the more beneficial these stretches and these poses are. Maybe walk your heel in closer towards your body, and your arms a little bit closer as well. Very gently release that. Same thing, other side, left ankle up over your right knee. Again, walk your hands up forward, closer towards your body to really lift your chest. Try to get your spine as straight as possible, your chest as open as possible. And just continue to breathe as deeply as you can. If your mind has started to wander at all, gently reel your thoughts back in. Go ahead and silently thank yourself for spending this time on your mind and on your body today. Last little bit, get a little bit closer, stretch even more, really get into that glute. Nice cleansing exhales, letting go of all that tension, allowing your body to relax. And very gently release. From here, we're going to take a nice back stretch, so walking your heels in as close as you can. You're going to grab underneath your feet with the palms of your hands, and with your toes, press into your palms. Really stretch out your back. Release your head, release your neck. Breathe into your back muscles that you're opening up. And again, just relax your body as much as you can. Very gently release from there. Slowly make your way to your back, nice and easy. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. If it feels okay, maybe rock back and forth from side to side. Give your lower back a nice little massage. Come back to center and hug those knees into your chest. On your next exhale, send your left leg all the way down to your mat. Hug your right knee into your chest. From here, take your right arm out to a T and gently pull your right knee across your body to the left for a supine twist. Your gaze is out over that right hand, and again, you're just breathing as deeply as you can into your belly, really stimulating those digestive muscles, those internal organs, giving them a nice little massage. We're also opening up your spine here, stimulating your circulatory system, your nervous system. Exhale, go ahead and come back to center nice and slowly. Hug both of your knees into your chest once again. Big, deep breath in. This time on your exhale, send your right leg all the way flat down to your mat. Give your left knee a nice squeeze. This time your left arm goes out into a T, and Gently, with your right hand, go ahead and pull your left knee across your body. This time your gaze goes out over your left hand. And try to relax your lower body as much as you can as you breathe nice and deeply into your belly. This is one of my favorite stretches, especially right before bed. See if you can breathe into your chest as well, breathing into your belly. And just focus on all the sensations that your body's feeling right now. Exhale very gently. Go ahead and come back to center. Give both of your knees a nice little squeeze. And from here, we're going to go ahead and squeeze your knees into your chest. This time, pick up your head. Try to touch your nose to your knees. Squeeze everything as tight as you can. Squeeze your hands, your toes, your arms. Big inhale. Exhale very gently. Release your heels to the mat. And slowly, one by one, straighten out your legs. Your arms will lie face up, your palms face up. Just relax your body as much as you can, settling into your final Shavasana. And again, honoring that commitment to stay present. Just focus on all the sensations that you're feeling. Thanks for practicing, guys.